Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Rebecca and I hope you're having a great, fantastic day. Now in today's video, I am going to be reviewing the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. Now you guys know that the L'Oreal one was so hyped and raved over TikTok and Instagram. The L'Oreal Inflammable one, I can't... inflammable, I can't say it, but you guys know which one I am talking about. That one that's so popular. And when I saw that e.l.f. did one, I just had to reach out and buy it because their variation in shades is amazing. And I just wanted to give it a go. I know I'm a dry skin kind of gal. I just wanted to give a powder foundation a go because I've never tried a powder foundation before. So I just wanted to give it a shot and see how it goes. So I'm going to chuck this on my face and I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts about this powder foundation. So if you guys are going to enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, please don't forget to subscribe and turn that notification bell so you get notified by every single makeup video I do here on this channel. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to, link is in the description bar below. So if you guys want to know my thoughts on the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation, just keep watching. Okay guys, let's play around with the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. Now I bought this on the Superdrug website for about £11, which is pretty expensive for e.l.f. e.l.f. don't usually range that kind of price tag. e.l.f. is usually like £3-4, £1. So it's usually a lot more cheaper than that. So this is the most expensive item I've purchased from e.l.f. It says on the back of it, camouflage imperfections and even out skin tone with this primer infused foundation. The lightweight powder is finely milled to provide long lasting and buildable coverage for a full coverage semi-matte finish. So that's pretty interesting. So it's not claiming to be matte, it's claiming to be in the middle. So a bit of a shine, but matte at the same time. It says on there like to use the sponge provided to build that sort of full coverage. So I'm going to test this both ways. I'm going to test this as a setting powder and a foundation. So I've already primed my face with an oil because I don't trust powder because, as you know, powder dries. You know, I've got dry skin and it does dry my skin out, so I know this probably might be a mistake using this all over my face because this is very ideal for like oily skin people. But I really wanted to give it a go because, you know, the L'Oreal one's been very hyped. So when I saw e.l.f. did one, I was like, oh, I've got to try the e.l.f. version. So what I've done is I've applied concealer, but only under the eyes. I've done it just under here, but the rest of my face you could see there's no foundation on there whatsoever. So we can test this as a setting powder and a foundation. Oh, and I got the shade Fair 120, so Fair 120 Neutral. They did have a good variety of shades actually. They had a good variation, so I like the shade range. The shade range is very good. Packaging just looks like this. It kind of looks like the old packaging they had for the old setting powder they had, like the light to medium and medium to dark, but that one was in silver. It's in my collection somewhere. So very similar to that, but it's just white. So I'm hoping this colour is going to be okay for me. Oh yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, it might just be a little bit pale, but this colour looks really good. Comes with a mirror. And the sponge is just here. So if the sponge doesn't work for me, I'll just switch out and use a brush. So let's test this under the eyes first, because I don't want my under eyes to sort of crease on me. So I'm just gonna blend that up with the beauty blender. I'm gonna take it with a brush because I find I have more precision when I'm under the eyes. So I'm gonna take the powder and I'm gonna start using this under my eyes. Oh wow, okay, that's got quite some coverage. Okay. Okay, it's got a lot of coverage that it's actually sort of caking my under eyes a bit. Let me zoom in so I can show you guys. I may have applied a little bit too much powder, but you can see under here, it's just maybe a little bit cakey. So yeah, it is a bit cakey, so if you're using this under your eyes, I recommend taking this with a very small amount because you don't need a lot, because that really packed on when I put that under my eyes. It's really packed it on. So let's start using this as a foundation now. It might just be a tiny bit pale, but I think it's still going to be okay. I'll use the sponge provided. Okay, we'll do the first swipe together, shall we? Let's see, here and... Okay, okay, well, let's see if I can add a bit more to it. Wow, it is really building up that coverage though. Oh. Can you see that coverage? I'm looking as pale as a ghost right now, but whoa. And my skin is looking very dry as well. I'll zoom it in. So as you can see here on my face, it looks very, very dry. Really, really dry. So this is probably not for my kind of skin. And it is extremely pale. Yeah, it is very dry. Maybe setting powder might, well, setting spray, sorry, might actually change that. But yeah, it's very dry and it's clinging onto all my little dry patches. I'm not really liking that, to be honest. Okay, well, let's try it with a brush. See if that makes any difference. Just gonna grab a fluffy brush here. Let me zoom it closer, guys, sorry. There you go, that's a bit better. Okay, I think it applies better with a brush. Yeah, I mean, you can still see that it is still clinging on my dry patches here, but it applies smoother with a brush, definitely smoother, and you can definitely, like I say, build it up as well. Yeah, it looks much nicer with a brush, definitely. Yeah, so this is with the brush side here. And then this is with the sponge side here. Okay, well, I'm just going to add this to the rest of my entire face. But I'm going to just smoothen out this side with the brush. Okay, this is definitely very, very pale for me. It is extremely, extremely pale. What I'm going to do is add my bronzer blush highlighter off camera, and I'll show you guys, well, let you guys know how it applies on top of the powder. Okay guys, so I've just added my bronzer blush highlighter. I still look pale as a ghost. After adding setting spray to my face, it has corrected the cakiness a little bit. It has corrected it. And shockingly, the powder products went on absolutely fine. I thought they were really going to go cakey and patchy and everything, but they actually applied fine. Absolutely fine. So, but yeah, as you can see from my nose, I'm going to just zoom it in for you. You can see on my nose how cakey it is around my nose. My chin there, like around my smile lines. It still looks very, very cakey on my skin. And on my forehead a little bit too. So, I'm not really going to do a wear test on this because I know for a fact it's going to get even cakier in the day, because I can just tell from the powder. I just know it, guys. I just sense it. I can feel it in my gut. So my thoughts on the e.l.f. foundation powder: does not work for my skin. If you have oily skin, you are going to love this. This is going to be your best friend. You're just going to love, love, love this. I know some people with dry skin, they have really pulled this off. But for me, it just doesn't work for me, unfortunately. Yeah, it really just clings on my dry patches and it makes me look so dry, dehydrated. The powder products were okay on it. My under eyes, I did apply a bit too much. That's why my under eyes are a bit cakey. So I think I'm just going to be using this as an under eye setting powder. I won't use the sponge again because that just really made my face cakey with that. I understand why these companies bring out these kind of things, because they're trying to variate with all different skin types, you know, with oily, dry, combination. So I do understand the perks of these sort of powder foundations because they're making it for everybody. But yeah, it's just not for me, guys. Not for my kind of skin, not for me personally. If you have oily skin, you're gonna love this. If you have dry skin and you can make this work, fantastic. This will only be used as under eye setting powder for me, and that's about it. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, just not for me. It might work for you, but just does not work for me. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn that notification bell as well, so you get notified by every single makeup video I do here on this channel. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to. Link is in the description bar below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys, take care, have a good day.